Daredevil Born Again is going to have a connection to Spider-Man 4. But how big of a connection, that's now in question because there's a lot of disagreement among insiders. So if you've been following the rumor mill in regards to what's going on with the MCU after Endgame, we were supposed to get a middle-of-the-road split. Half the franchises are going cosmic, half are going street level. And then they introduced the multiverse, and every single scooper dropped that narrative. But apparently now it's divided between multiverse and street level. Although that's kind of been disproven quite obviously with everything we've seen in the last couple of years and what's coming. But still, it's quite apparent we don't know what's going on, and we're not going to know probably till D23. With that in mind, we are now hearing that with Spider-Man being somewhat years off at this point, that Daredevil Born Again will tease connections to Spider-Man, and that the second season of Daredevil Born Again could lean more into it, and then we're going to get the payoff, but it's going to be a lot longer. Now, if you guys remember, years ago it was rumored that Daredevil Born Again ends, and we straight up lead into Spider-Man 4, and that's how it's going to go. Now, obviously, that can't happen, as they haven't started shooting Spider-Man 4, and Daredevil drops in March. So that's not happening. So now it's being said that the goal is, since they split Daredevil, to do it with the second half, and that there's going to be a connection, just they got to wait to do it, and it might be downsized. Now, again, I'm kind of confused, because we keep hearing the next film is a Spider-Man multiverse film. That's what everybody's going to do. That's what they want. So why would Daredevil factor into that, unless it's like a small little first act thing, just like with Spider-Man No Way Home? And then once that's out of the way, they're like, hey, here we go, multiverse shenanigans, right? That could work, but then that seems almost like forced, and that, to me, seems like a waste of the deal that Sony has to toss in multiple MCU characters. Unless, again, Daredevil joins for the multiverse romp, which could be interesting. I mean, you got other live-action Daredevils out there, so who really knows? I'm really more interested in just seeing Spider-Man go street level and team up with Daredevil. Maybe Frank Castle. Do that, like, what was that called? The Omega Bomb, Omega Strain, Omega Data Disc, whatever was that storyline with the three of them crossing over. Do something like that. Have Spider-Man, I don't know, be convinced by Black Cat to steal a valuable item. Turns out it's from Kingpin. Kingpin puts the hit on him. He's got to get some help. He recruits 2 other street vigilantes. Hey, there's your plot. You got Kingpin working with J. Jonah Jameson. They bring out the Scorpion. I mean, you also introduce maybe the symbiote at the end. I mean, it's all there.